Vusi Mchunu left South Africa at a very young age, but took with him the colorful and creative traditions of his homeland. Now he is using these to add a bit of African spice to the fashion industry. Amaka Nkele met with Vusi at his boutique.
What's up, Africa? This is your girl, Amaka Nkele, and I have a special treat for you. We're able to catch up with the South African designer, Vusi Mchunu, who is taking the fashion industry by storm. You've never heard of him? Maybe you've heard of those that he's designed for, such as DMX, Ashanti, and AJ. And now he's taking the fashion industry by storm. Come, let's go in. We're here with the one and only Vusi Mchunu in his store. Hey Vusi, how are you doing?
Hey, world.
Thanks for joining us. It's an honor to have us in here. And I just wanted to know, what made you decide to start designing?
A lot of things, man. I always liked to be fresh and so clean since I was a youth. Actually, my aunt in Africa, when I was young, she used to buy me these Chuck Taylors before I even knew about what those were. And I was one of the only kids in school then and walking around, you know, with Chucks. And she used to buy me like Pierre Cardin suits and everything like that. Actually, when I first came here, I had on like a Pierre Cardin cream suit and Pierre Cardin brown shoes. So I was really like fly, feeling myself, and couldn't speak not near English. So when I got over here, it was like, you know, I was inspired just by the culture of the, you know what I'm saying, the urban culture and how people, you know what I'm saying, like, that look like me, you know, the things they were wearing, the Nikes, the Patrick Ewings, the, you know, the Adidas sweatsuits, the Run DMC era. So it was like, to me, and I couldn't afford those things then, but I would sit down sometimes, you know, like cut off the polo signs or the alligator signs and switch them on shirts. And then, you know, I started sewing a little bit of things like that.
So tell me, I've got to know, how were you able to get people like DMX, Ashanti, AJ to wear some of your clothes?
You know, the funny thing about that is DMX actually was in the mall one day here. And I didn't know, you couldn't tell who he was because he had on like a fisherman hat and jean jacket with his boys just walking around. And I was like, that's DMX. Actually, a buddy of mine was like, that's DMX. You know, I was like, just go give him a shirt. So he chased him down there and gave him a shirt. But nothing ever came out of that. And then like a year after that, he was here on Howard performing. And then I had one of my models actually knew him and was like, yo, I'm going over, we're asking them to this party. And I just gave him a bunch of clothes and said, okay, make sure he gets this. The next thing you know, like a couple of months later down the line, he's on TV with the stuff on his own. I never said da-da-da, he did it later on. So, Shanti, I go to LA to the BET Awards. They were feeling how I was dressed and this and that. So I was like, and I actually had some clothes with me because a buddy of mine knew Ashanti and them, but they was like stuck on my style. And I was like, you know what? I got stuff for you. So I just gave them a bunch of stuff and said, here. And ever since then, they would be calling me. And that was like, again, another blessing, you know what I'm saying, that was sent down to me, you know, for, you know, I guess it was crediting me for what I'm doing. It was positive and keep going. And hopefully, you know, it inspired a lot of people and a lot of youth, you know, my age group. I think I inspired by that. And just to see a young man like me, you know, that's able to hold on through all the pressures and the peer pressure, everything like that, and all the things that's going on. And to be able, you know, to like move forward in a positive way. And I hope, you know, everybody's inspired by that.
So what are the projects you're working on right now as we speak?
Fall. And fall and introducing myself to the world, my line to the world.
So would you show me some clothes or what?
Yep, come on, where you want to start?
Anywhere.
right? This is something that I call,
What do you call this?
that I call a mess. Vusi's mess right there, right? This is something that I do personally where I go to the warehouse on a sunny day or something and I lay a shirt out, and where I'm located it's very peaceful, so I don't like a lot of people riding by and this and that. So when I do this, I want to focus on each stroke and each thing, so when it comes out different. Each shirt.
Okay.
Like for instance, if you look at this shirt and that shirt, it's never going to be the same. It's a difference. So if you later on, if you purchase this shirt, you'll feel special if you stand next to somebody that had the same exact shirt.
Exactly.
Because why? It's different. If somebody will compliment you on yours, somebody will compliment you on yours. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's the couture.
Okay.
Actually, this is in Kunu in Korean.
Okay.
Right here.
Wow.
Right. That way, it's just not limited. If I take a shirt like this to, let's say, Virginia or whatsoever, I have, a different race and cultures, that understand that Makunu is not just, an urban thing or just black thing. It's, it's for everybody.
And that spells out your name?
That spells out my name, actually. It's MCHUNU.
So where do you see yourself in about 5 years from now?
Man, runways all over the world, you know what I mean? And Africa, bringing up Africa and letting them understand that it's not just, a pot where it's just apartheid or poor poverty and everything like that. It's more to it than that. When you come from somewhere where you have nothing and you come from nothing, it's like the drive of people from third world countries is like much more than people that come from here. I found that, very true, because if I meet people from Israel, Arabic people, Chinese people, they all have the same kind of drive, because why? They determine when they come over here, okay, this is what I want to do, and whatever it is that you feel and you think, you go ahead, go and do it. Because you only have one chance, and if you don't express yourself throughout that chance, it's like, what else you got to lose? And where you come from, you definitely got nothing. If I got $2 in my pocket here, I'm happy, because at home means I had either 1 cent or nothing. It was just, that's what it is.
Great.
But I'm not afraid of, where I come from. I express it wherever, South Africa.
That's nice. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Unfortunately, it's time for me to go. So until next time, Africa, think smart.